So we got 24 hours to buy this property before this property goes up for tax sale. Title company just contacted us and said, Philadelphia's tax company just called them and said that if we don't sell or we don't close on this property by tomorrow, this property will be going up for auction. So here's the property right now. We have guys cleaning it out because we have an unsafe violation on the property, so we have to go contact the city and basically we just wanted to get to it. We already know that we're closing on the property, so we got the guys working inside of the house right now. But come check this thing out. That's what we're dealing with. Oh my God. It's not pretty bad. It's pretty good. So this property right here is zoned 4 units, right? So this property has massive potential, but tons of potential, right? Off market, these guys are fixing up. How you doing, man? So, oh yeah, so we can't go any further. So that's basically it. We're not gonna go any further, but as you guys can see, these guys have already started their work already. The back wall is treacherous, and yeah, these guys are gonna be ripping this whole thing apart, and this thing is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful house. But like I said, we gotta close on this property in 24 hours. So if any kind of hiccups that we have going on with this closing for tomorrow, it's gonna be bad. So I gotta hold up my end of the bargain to close on this property, and yeah, crazy. From the outside of this building, as you can see, looks like a normal building. So from the outside, you wouldn't even think that something is majorly wrong with this property. Like I said, the reason why the seller is selling the property is because she's not able to fix up the property according to the city's standards, because right now it has an unsafe violation on it, and it needs an architectural report in order to get that rectified. She's been dealing with the city, and then on top of that, maintaining the bills and dealing with siblings and stuff on the house. But if you can look on the outside of the building, it looks like a normal house. But if you can look back here, the back wall is basically falling. And we got a tree that sounds like it's gonna fall as well. But in a nutshell, these are the kind of properties that we want. We want properties that are falling apart, falling down. Do not wait until your property gets to this point and then want to sell the property. We can buy it way before that. If you're in a situation and you got the sheriff on your ass, definitely contact us, because these things are happening all throughout the city where people are losing their properties for like property taxes for whatever it is. And you could have gotten a couple of thousands or hundreds of thousands depending on your property, what's it worth. But like you see, this property, you would never tell that the back wall is basically falling apart on this property because the sidewall looks perfect. Some people wait until the last minute, because when you do get a violation on your property in the city of Philadelphia and you ignore it, I've seen where that they are knocked down your property. Literally, if you have certain violations on your property, if you don't tend to it. And as you can see, we have another situation happening because we got the tree squeaking back there. So like I said, we have to close on this property within 24 hours. This is like one of the crazy situations that we are going through. This property, everything has to go through well. We have to make sure the lenders are on board, make sure all paperwork is right, and so that this will be all through and no issues for the seller and having her lose her property and not get anything out of this thing. So we're gonna go check out 2 more properties right now to go buy, and yeah, follow us. So the property needed everything underneath the sun, as you guys can see inside of the video, but we still bought it. We kept up with our side of the promise. Seller's gonna be signing at about 4 o'clock. I have to go in here early because my daughter's birthday today. So I'm gonna go in here, sign my documents, give them the $100,000 for the property, and that's it. Come in. All right, so we're here, the title company, Land Service. Jamie, Cindy, Karen, it's amazing. They treat you like family. Awesome. I'm gonna be going downstairs. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna sign on this property. And like I said, we bought the worst property on the block, and we actually held up our side of the bargain, saying that we're gonna close on the property. The title came back in 2 weeks, Land Services, and we're about to go sign. Cindy is heading in right now. So we're done the settlement. I love Jamie, I love Cindy, I love Karen. Like I said, they treat me like family. So this seller was able to sell their property as is, where is, and it's funny, today I just got noticed. I didn't know today the seller, if they don't sign today by 4 o'clock, they're losing their property to the sheriff's auction. So if you're in a situation and you are pending a sheriff's sale on your property, make sure that you notify the title company, because a lot of people don't notify the title companies about their upcoming sheriff's sales. And I didn't know about this. They might know about this, but I didn't know about it, and could have probably pushed this thing off to another day, and I probably wouldn't have known or what they're going through in their situation. I guess you can probably not say nothing, but then usually we're gonna find out. But if you're in a situation with a sheriff and you're gonna lose your property, definitely give me a call. And as you can see, we're all done. I closed this property within 2 weeks. Like I said, this seller should be signing at about 4 o'clock. Hopefully she signed. I bought it and did exactly what I was gonna do. Close the property in 2 weeks, as is, cash, and we're all done. Headed home. Talk to you later.